Tere, head sõbrad. Tere. Arhitektuurikeskusel on hea meel tervitada siin nii suure hulka arhitektuurisõpru, lihtsalt arhitektuurikeskuse sõpru, häid tuttavaid kolleege. Täna on eriline päev. Mina olen Raul Järg ja juhatan sisse enda jaoks esimest arhitektuurikeskuse välkloengut. Ja täna on veel sellepärast eriline päev, et täna on Arhitektuurikeskusel 35. välkloeng. Et see on selline juubel, mille puhul on külla kutsutud hulk erilisi inimesi. Eriline moderaator ja erilised esinejad. Me oleme täna siin Vene-Balti laevaehitustehases sellepärast, et see on üks teistpidi eriline maja, et 100 aastat arhitektuuri fundamentals, mis on siis tänase Veneetsia välgu eriteemaks, on siin sellepärast, et umbes täpselt 100 aastat tagasi see maja siin valmis sai ja see on see nii-öelda algpunkt selle teema lahti arutamiseks. Teiselt poolt on see vaja veel eriline, sellepärast, et siin on aluse saanud oma õpinguid alustanud esimesed arhitektid. Et selles majas Tallinna tehnikumis õppisid esimesed arhitektid. Selle maja arhitekt Aleksandr Dmitrijev aasta 1914, väga paljudest tõenäoliselt said osa ka juba ekskursioonist. Seetõttu ruttu tänase õhtu juurde. Tänase õhtu moderaator Ülar Mark saatis mulle 2 tundi tagasi e-maili, kus tavaliselt on jutt lühike kokkuvõtte moderaatorist, aga selle asemel saatis ta mulle sellise pika nimekirja oma CV-st. Ja selle asemel, et nüüd seda teile ette lugeda, ma otsustasin parem rääkida ühe loo rääkida Ülarist, mille ta tegelikult on ise mulle jutustanud. Aasta 1999-2000 tegevuspaik Narva linn, striptiisibaar. Ja Ülari poole pöördus toonane Narva kolledži direktor Katrin Raik ja kutsus Ülari striptiisibaari. Ühesõnaga nad lõpetasid seal. Arutelu teemaks oli Narva kolledži renoveerimine. Neil oli tegelikkuses lihtsalt vaja natukene seinavärvi valida ja natukene kaasa ajastada seda õpperuume. Ja Ülar luges sellest jutust välja midagi enamat, midagi rohkemat, mis selle tegelikult jutu taga on, mida sinna sooviti teha ja mis oli see ambitsioon selle mõtte taga natukene seina värvi valida. Ja te kõik teate tegelikult, mis selle loo tulemuseks valmis. Ta andis võimaluse tegelikult sellise suurepärasel hoonel kerkida ja kaval see tore maja ehitada. Ehk siis tegelikult tekitada ei millestki midagi. Nii et palun, Ülar Mark, tänane õhtu on sinu päralt edasi juhatada.
Tere õhtust. Ma ütlesin ka Raulile, seal ta ei maininud, et e-mailis ma ütlesin ka seda, et tal on võimalus ise öelda, kes ma olen. Nüüd ta siis ütleski, ma olen striptiisi baarides käia. Ja väga lühidalt, aga väike korrektsioon ka, et seinavärvile lisaks oli vaja ka saal ümber ehitada raamatukoguks, nii et ei olnudki ainult seinavärv. Ja me ei teadnud, et see on striptiisi baar, kui me sinna läksime. Nii, aga tänase päeva juurde edasi ma teeks väga lühikese kokkuvõtte, kuidas me oleme Veneetsia biennaali osas Eestit esindanud. Te kõik olete ilmselt sellega kursis, aga sellise taustana on hea siit üle lugeda ka Rem Koolhaasi mõtted, mida ta on oodanud ja lootnud osalejatelt. vist tuli viimane tramm, et tulge siia ettepoole, siin on kohti küll tegelikult vahepeal ka. Et päris palju kohti on siin vahepeal. Nii. Tuletan meelde, et esimest korda osales Eesti Veneetsia biennaalil 2000. aastal ja Simulacrum Cityga. See oli tõesti selline proovitöö, mille järel ma kõik autorid jätan mainimata, sest neid on nii palju nendel erinevatel kordadel, et meil tuleks eraldi ettekanne sellest. Meeldetuletuseks, et ükskord jäi vahele, sest tekkisid nagu ikka probleemid sinna jõudmisega ja siis leiti uus algus Veneetsia biennaalist osavõtmisele ja see oli siis hobupeldikuga 2004. aastal, mis on ka kindlasti kõigil läbi käinud meediast ja tuttav. 2006. oli selline asi nagu Joint Space, mis oli selline elektrooniline hüüatus. 2008. võeti suur risk ja prooviti tekitada situatsioon, et Eesti läheb kõiki vastu kõiki reegleid, mis on tavaline, osavõtjaid ei lubata oma boksist, oma näituse pinnast väljapool midagi eksponeerida. Aga mõte oli nii julge, et sellel korral tuli kaasa ka kuraator ja aitas siis Eesti gaasitoru siis väga julmalt, aitas Eesti gaasitoruga ühendada Venemaa ja Saksa paviljonid. Ja 2010. aastal läks sellisest kontseptuaalsest objektikesksest, võib-olla siis objektikesksest edasi sellisele laiemale Eesti arhitektuuri tutvustamisele 100 maja ja edasi 2012. aastal, mis oli ju alles hiljuti, oli projekt How long is the life of a building. Nüüd olemegi me nagu selles mõttes natukene erandlikus situatsioonis, et miks me üldse nii käitume, nagu me praegu käitume, on see üks põhjus, et Rem Koolhaas suutis siis välja rääkida situatsiooni, kus kogu tegevus algab üle poole aasta või isegi 3/4 aastat, 10 kuud varem kui tavaliselt, mis muidugi kõigile osavõtjatele peaks ainult rõõmu valmistama ja see võimaldas ka meil tegelikult teha see konkurss tunduvalt varem, mis tavaliselt on veninud julgelt 6 kuud hiljem. Ja tema eesmärk on ka see, meelde tuletada, et tehtaks Veneetsia jaoks spetsiaalselt siis edasi mingisugust temaatilist tööd, et see ei oleks selline eri paviljonide väljapanek, mis neile endale tundub. Et rohkem sidustada tähendab. Ta isegi püüdis ideaalsel juhul väita seda, et toimub selline arhitektide manifestatsioon maailmale, et kuidas maailma arhitektid saaksid muuta, parandada, et mida on neil öelda. Nii, ja nüüd ma arvan, et me lähme põhiteema juurde ja tutvustame esimest külalist. Esimene külaline on inglisekeelne, õigemini itaaliakeelne. Külaline ma ei maininud ennem, et meie väike riik otsustas, et meie konkurss on täiesti avalik ja lahtine, et sellest võivad osa võtta kõik. Ja meil on hea meel, et päris sisulisi pakkumisi ka tuli, nii et üks sattus finaaliga ka siis mitte Eestist pärit inimene. Matteo Poli ja tema, I will introduce you in Estonian because you know anyway about yourself, all the things. Tema on siis kuraator ja sündinud 73. aastal, õppinud Politecnico di Milano, lõpetanud siis 1997. aastal ja üllatus, töötas ta 1998. aastast kuni 2001. aastani, kus Remco Olasi büroos Office for Metropolitan Architecture 3 aastat, siis Vest 8 97. aastal ja siis alustas oma büroodega 991C, mis siis hiljem muutus Argot 2008. Is it right? Argot, right. Ja tema vist esimene töö siis oli Povisa in Milan, ehk siis Milano üldplaneering. Ja edasi õppinud siis Euroopas, USAs, erinevaid raamatuid, publitseerinud maastikuarhitektuurist, arhitektuurist ja urban disainist, erinevatest valdkondadest. Siis 2004–2007 oli ta Toomuse toimetaja ja praegu on erikorrespondent Abitaarel. So, welcome you, Matteo Poli, and stage show for presentation.
Hello. So I hope my description was fitting what I am. I have no idea what you said, but I trust you. So the first thing I want to say is, actually this was the right slide. I'm here presenting a proposal that I did with 4 other people, Luca Storri, Riccardo Balzarotti, and Rossello Locatelli and Filippo Minora. We worked together in Milan. And we really appreciate the fact that you did an open call for a national pavilion. We were surprised, and we really think it's a brave act, I think. My presentation is in the beginning explaining what the concept is, and then I will get a little bit into the proposal for the pavilion. So, I mean, thinking, studying, and teaching and practicing architecture, we actually think that the built environment is much more complex than what is normally shown in a biennale. And looking to who is the curator, the main curator for 2014, I think this complexity should be really exposed. So I will start with some diagrams. I think that when you have a given group of random elements, like the one I was showing before, so like the built environment, and they're kept together only by their physical essence, any parameter that we'll try to use will group very similar items. So this is a series of parameters that are normally used and that we could have chosen for to choose what to bring to the Biennale. Like, I mean, size, different finishes of architecture, location, typology, etc., etc. But when we compare them with the multiplicity or the multifariousness of the built environment that I was showing before, what we get is a sort of very homogeneous set of buildings that we think can be a very boring homogeneity. So this is what would happen if we were using this strategy, so that we would get very similar building for quality, for finish, for typology, location, or availability, and that we could miss, if we were going to use one of those parameters, we could miss some buildings that were included into the quality set, or into the typology, or into the finishes, etc. So we think that, let's say, we could miss some amazing pieces if we were going for traditional parameters of architectural, let's say, studies. So this is a bored girl in Venice, and we want to avoid that. So we think that in architecture, one of the few parameters that is actually a section in reality and the world that we live, and that generates the maximum diversity in the set of elements that I was showing before, and that can allow surprise and generate diversity, is actually is actually price. Sorry. What is interesting about price is that it can cross very different pieces of the built environment. So with the same budget, you can buy an apartment from maybe 25 years ago, or a farm in a very bucolic wood in the outskirts of Tallinn, or maybe a luxurious small flat in the city center. And they are all together because of the same market price. So what would happen is that, let's say the groups that we can have are much more mixed in terms of traditional architectural parameters, and that they are grouped only, as you can see here, they are grouped by different budgets of the market, of the real estate market. So that we realized that to achieve a mix of architecture, price regrouping is actually a very powerful tool. So for 20, 22, 25, or 28,000 euros, etc., you can generate mixed sets. And that the interesting thing is that these sets are constantly changing with small budget increases. And there are no other architectural parameters that can regroup with such an ability. So we think that price generates the maximum mixity in building environment. And we propose that Estonia brings variety in Venice, and that we bring Estonian worthwhile architecture to Venice in 2014. This is how the proposal works. So we propose to invest 2/3 of the budget that is given to realize the pavilion to buy an architecture in Estonia built from 1914 to 2014. Each visitor can buy a code allowing him to participate to a skill game in the pavilion for 5 euros. The sales of the tickets will increase the budget for the architecture itself, and at the end of the Biennale, the visitor owning the ticket that went closer to the result that I will show later in the skill game will get the architecture for sale in Estonia. This is an interesting fact. At the last Biennale, we could have reached, with 25% of people buying tickets, 222,500 euros extra on the budget to buy an architecture here. I have to speed up, sorry. What is happening is that with very small increases of price, there is a very broad range of architectures that you can collect. So these are very different ones. We just chose them by random on real estate websites. And they are all regrouped in a very small amount of difference of money. So meaning that really there could be a strong variety of things that we can show in Venice. So this is a statement saying that money nonchalantly crisscrosses typologies, years, location, and finally the essence of architecture, which is design. I will quickly explain how the skill game works. So in the European community, you cannot do a lottery. You need to do a game that is based on skills. So we will show an image from a famous Estonian architect. And in the skill game we propose, there is one person missing in this image, and there is people waiting for him. And every visitor that will buy a ticket will have the chance of pointing where this missing person is. Each pointed dot on the image will be associated to the code of a ticket. And what will happen at the end of the Biennale is that a panel of experts will do the same game, so that the visitor that did the best choice corresponding to the choice of the jury, meaning that this is a skill game and is not a lottery, will get the prize. So this is how it will work. So this is people pointing out on the image. Until the moment there is someone that is pointing one point there, which is corresponding to the point that the jury has pointed where the person is. And this guy is going to be the winner of the contract to have a house in Estonia. Or, I mean, maybe not a house, we don't know. These are some proposals for the pavilion. It can be a large table with a tapis roulant, with architecture crossing different budget amounts, so 20,000 to 20 to 30,000, etc. Or probably, this is another option that could be a sushi bar, sort of sushi bar for Estonian architecture. We did a small research on communication. I have 10 seconds. Vaporettos, sort of viral manifestos all around the city, inside the vaporettos. We think that you can also play from outside Estonia with an app that we could develop so that with the lower price of the ticket you can basically buy the chance of participating to the Biennale also from abroad on your smartphone. And we think that also an interesting thing is that we can generate a catalog of architectures generated by the budget variations on a daily basis. And these are a series of websites that we were looking at, but I mean, of course, there is a larger amount of them. Thank you. Sorry, I forgot there are questions.
Kas küsimusi on eesti keeles või inglise keeles, itaalia keeles?
So it was either too clear or too unclear.
I will ask the question of this play with prices and real estate and architecture. What do you think, how much price and architecture is connected? A good architecture?
I think the only people that is not aware that they are connected are actually architects, but I think they are very connected, and I think it's one of the fundamentals that the Biennale should look at. So in the, let's say, in the food chain of real estate, I think we are the only one that are not aware that price is a sort of relevant item, not only of the building, but also on the market afterwards.
On küsimusi?
$356, $55, $54. There's this clock here that it's terrible when you present.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.